Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Hello everyone, I don't know if I can see your chat on this. I'm doing this through the app, so I'm hoping it's working okay on this. If you can see me okay and say hello on the chat, maybe I can try and see it. If it doesn't work, I'll just have to try it again. No, that's better. I can see you now, guys. How's everyone doing? Hi Ron, how are you? Shady Man, Jill Monroe, Tom's daughter, Kathy, how are you? Linda Ball, Kathy Myers, Liz, Tom's daughter, Roma, Sandra, how are you? Priscilla, Marie Green, Priscilla Liz, Linda, Jan. So I actually had the phone turned the other way, guys, sideways, and it wasn't showing me any of the chat for some reason. I don't know why. So hopefully the picture's okay. Oh, Liz, I don't have any beer. I don't bother with drink. Thank God. I got a haircut, Kathy, yeah? Shelby, how are you doing? So everything's okay with the picture, the sound, everything? I'm good, Kathy Cousins, thanks. So, I'm putting up a premiere. The one I showed you last night is just a short little clip of one I did with Serenity Sue. Well, I done it. It's my own video, but Serenity Sue was with me in the video. So I'm going to put this video up maybe sometime, hopefully at the weekend, Friday, Saturday, something like that. So hopefully that works out okay and you'll enjoy the video. It's going to be a good one. I won't say too much about it, but it's going to be, there's a lot of amazing stuff that I found in it, so it's spring today, cold. It's cold. Well, it wasn't bad. The sun was shining here today, and yesterday there was a lot of rain, but the sun was shining today, so it was lovely today. Yeah, it was a tease last night, Jan, because I just wanted to give you a little clip to show you what I was dealing with and what was in. Like, the place is amazing. There's loads of monuments in it, and there's loads of history, and there's headstones and everything like that. It's just amazing. So it's going to be a good one. There's a few other ones I have to do edit as well. I promised you the one about the air disaster. I have one or two locations to video first before I can complete that one as well. So there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes to do as well. So how's everyone doing anyway? Any snow in America and parts of it are? Yeah, it was Kathy, yeah. Kathy Myers, it was. It was creepy because the door on the crypt actually was looked like it just looked like it was opened. you know, that you could just open the doors and look in, but it was locked with a bolt, you know, and the bolt was very rusty and stuff. Serenity Sue is here. Hi, Sue. So the door was locked with a bolt on it, so I was thinking to myself, wow, maybe I could actually look properly in here, but I couldn't, so, and, you know, I didn't want to open the door the wrong way, because we don't do that. My page, Liz, at the moment, or my YouTube channel at the moment, you have to have, I think, 1,000 subscribers before you can have any super chats and stuff like that, and you know, that's the way it is. And then it says you have 500 subscribers and you can have your community page. Then I thought after getting 500 subscribers I'll have a community page, but now I read up online that could take up to a week, you know, to get the thing up and running properly, the community page. So there's lots of stuff behind it all that I didn't really know about, but that's the way it goes. I just have to stick with what they say, and that's it. So you're all looking forward to this video. I have the premiere coming up. Sue has one coming up as well, a very, very good one coming up as well. So there's lots of crypts, mausoleums, all that kinds of stuff, stories behind them as well. And well, you know, that you should look forward to, because it's going to be very, very, very good. You know, they're going to be good videos. Ron is live tonight as well, I think, so I'm not sure what time that is here. I think it's 11 p.m. here, so I'll be definitely watching Ron later. It's true, Marie. Yeah, little steps you get there. But I'm surprised about how far I've gone already, you know, to subscribers. I'm amazed by it, really, you know, that I've 570, nearly 600 subscribers, because I never thought I'd see that much. But thanks to everybody who helped me out, you know, getting subscribers. Serenity Sue, Ron mentioned me, I think, on the video he did there, was it last night, about answering the questions about what happens after we die and stuff. So thanks, Ron, for that as well. It's great to get help, you know. Sue is not actually here, right here beside me, so I don't know if she wants to come down and say hello or what. That's up to her. So we'll see what happens. You know, and it's hard then sometimes to put up. I put up the video, you know, the JFK video. I hope you enjoyed it was just something that came into my head about the JFK thing, and I just thought, you know, Ron said he's going live at 4 p.m, 3 hours from now. Yeah, I'll be watching that, Ron. But you know, the way you put up a video, like, and then afterwards I kind of think to myself, oh, that's whatever time in America. Maybe I put it up too early, it doesn't get much views and stuff like that. So with the time frame of the different countries, you know, she's editing, she said, so she's doing a few bits. I loved Ron's video he did, actually. I didn't watch the Barry Sadler one yet, but I watched the other one about the guy sitting on top of the mausoleum with his top hat. Very cool monument, very cool mausoleum. I enjoyed watching that one. So any other news, guys? What's going on in your lives? What's happening? So everybody Ron was talking about his channel, or not his channel, on his channel, talking about stuff about, what happens when we die and stuff. And um, then I was thinking, as well about, did anybody ever have any spiritual connection? Did anything happen in their lives spiritually, like affected their lives for a good way, in a good way? And did something, like, I know for me it did. Something happened to me 2 years ago, and it was just something very strange but very amazing at the same time, and it changed my whole outlook in life. Shady Man says, if you come to England, please visit the JFK Memorial in Runny. Sorry, I just reading that. Runnymede. The RAF Memorial is up in the hill. Yeah, we're hoping to try and go to UK. Sometime to go to the UK. Maybe, I don't know. Try to go to a couple of cemeteries in London. There's one, Nun's Head. It's called Nun's Head, I think it's called, a cemetery. And there's really old graves in there and stuff as well, and it's just nature is taking over, and it's just like a totally different world altogether. It's lovely looking. And there's a couple of places. I want to do the Cray twins as well. You all know the Cray twins, or heard about the Cray twins. Tony, how are you doing? So it's all, stuff that I like as well. I like going to places, famous graves and stuff, but the Cray twins is one I've always wanted to go to, because I've seen the movie called Legend. That was a very good movie, and I've seen their headstone, just a photo of it online, and you can see there are two faces on the headstone, and there were two twins who had a very, very crazy, I suppose you'd say, lifestyle, as gangsters and stuff. And good, Tony, thanks. So that's what I'd like to do. But as the spiritual thing I was just talking about there, things happen to people in life spiritually, and it changes people and stuff, and it changed me. Something strange happened to me 2 years ago. I was drinking at the time, but not drinking a lot. But I knew that it wasn't for me. So I was very spiritual. I was very connected to God and Our Lady, and I was connected to all these spiritual, religious things. A religious person, never went to mass or church, but always had a spiritual connection. But I had a very, very strange thing happen to me one night. Like, I was kind of not asleep, but maybe half asleep, but I was going through this dark cave. It looked like a cave, like floating into it, and I was floating into it, and then came back out again slowly, and back into light in the open again from this dark cave. But when I woke up that following morning, I woke up with my two hands were just out like this, this way, out, stretched out in bed, but I just got this different feeling over me, like I was a totally different person, like I was born again or something. And I just, ever since that day, I didn't drink, never drank, and I'm sober 2+ years, and it's like I never ever drank my whole life or anything like that. Now, it doesn't bother me, but I just, it was a strange thing to happen to me, because in life, but I took it, and I thank, I'm very thankful for it. Like, so that was my spiritual experience. Trisha says, I don't drink regularly, but I love some Baileys and cream. I used to drink Baileys myself and put milk in it, would you believe, when I was drinking. I'm just reading the comments here, guys. The death opinions, Linda, yeah, they were very interesting on the channel, Ron's. There were so many people coming up with stuff, talking about different experiences. There was people on it talking about, they died, they came back from life again, they came back from being dead, and what they saw and stuff like that. And I look at a few YouTube videos on YouTube about what happened to people, and there was one story there as well. The shady man says, I stopped breathing when giving birth to my son. The shady man, I stopped breathing when giving birth to my son. Oh, sorry, I thought you were actually a man. Sorry, just by the name, but I was just reading. It was a beautiful, peaceful. Sorry, I just get a beautiful, peaceful, pain-free experience. A beautiful lady with beautiful light behind her put her hands on my face. I breathed. Yeah, that sounds very, very interesting and a nice experience. The outer body experience. The man upstairs telling you to stop. That's an amazing story. So, for me, it's kind of like people get second chances in life, they get, something happens to them in their life. Strange things happen to people, but you just take it on board and you go with that, and you don't ask questions, you just say, maybe I was blessed by something, but the ones, these near-death experiences and stuff, I've heard, I don't know what your outlook is on some of them, where people say that they died and they came back, or some people say that reincarnation, that they were from, they can write down on pieces of paper and illustrate about maybe a war, back in 18 something. There was a guy on YouTube, he was only, I think he might have been only about 15 or 16 years old, this guy, young boy I seen on a YouTube video, but he was able to illustrate on a piece of paper and draw a battle that happened and tell where he was in the battle and who died and the name of the person that died and the name of the battle and different things, and stuff that people wouldn't have known about. And it was so strange just to all these different outlooks and things people have on it. Deja vu is another one. I often get that myself. Sometimes you'd be looking at something and you'd say to yourself, oh, I've seen that before, or I've heard that before, or somebody said, a sentence to you in such a, you're in an area or in a place or time, and you say, I was here before, or, I remember this before, or something. It's very strange. Carl Dean says, that's great Irish eyes. I've had no alcohol for 6 years and I've packed in the smoking too. Don't feel any healthier though. Well, I packed in the smoking as well, and I'm on this thing here, the e-cig. So I'm still, it's like a child having his dodo for me. I always have to have this near me. So it's hard for some people, giving up drink is very hard for some people, but for me it was just like that, bang, gone. That was it. Didn't even affect me, And then another thing I found on Ron's question or answers on his video was somebody commented, I think, on the video, and I picked up on it and I said, it's something that relates to me that I've heard before is, somebody said, I think, was it their father or mother died and they got a smell in the room, like a smell of cigarettes, or some people say they smell flowers, or they can smell perfume that the person used to wear and stuff like that. And I believe in that, if you get a smell of aftershaves or perfumes, you say, oh, I can smell it, and somebody else could come into the room and say, I can't smell anything, but it's very, very strange. Your son gave up his dodo for a vape. Very good, shady man. Shadow Runner, welcome. I said, my beliefs are you keep coming back, your soul lives on after your body has given out. Have a lot that's too familiar, but yet I haven't done. The soul definitely probably, leaves the body. Like, we've heard a lot from different people, nurses in hospitals, nursing homes. There's evidence there to prove it, that people have said different things about it. And I suppose, look, everybody has their own opinion, and on Ron's questions and the answers he was doing, I've seen a lot of people, and I was just thinking, I hope this doesn't get into a kind of a debate and people start arguing over it and stuff, because it's never worth it. Because there's two things that someone said to me before, don't bring up in a pub, actually in a bar, don't bring up politics or religion, because it never ever gets solved. People just have their own opinions about everything else, and I respect everybody's opinion. But when wires start to get crossed and everybody starts to get, oh yeah, you're wrong, and okay, Tony, no problem. Hands, Irish eyes. I felt that vibe before also. Is that what I was talking about earlier? Hands, is it? Susan, how you doing? Marie Green says, I sometimes have figures standing over me when half asleep, seeing little boy, man, woman, scary. I've had the same thing when I was about, Marie, I'd say I was about 12 years old. I remember being in bed one night, and I kind of, just opened my eyes, kind of half asleep, and I looked over. Now all I seen was from the waist down was this white, like a white night dress, just snow white colour white dress. See you later, Ron, on your live. Okay, thanks for popping in. Cheers. And I just seen this from the waist down, just snow white colour, like a night dress or a nightgown, and two hands just like this on her legs. But I looked away, looked back again, and it was gone. So I don't know what that was, but it was a very strange experience. That's when I was 12, 13 years old. Just looking at the chat, guys, here. Sonia Kensler. Appearing to her and told her so, leave her place to be safe. She stated that, and it was ugly, and what happened to her and the rest of her family. I don't know what that is about, Sonia, to be honest. If you can maybe just kind of rephrase it or tell us. Sorry about that. A spiritualist mentioned 4711 perfume to me. That was my granny's perfume. Yeah, that's another thing, I suppose, as well, is spiritualists and psychic mediums and stuff. I don't know, everybody has their own opinion about them. I've been to one or two before. My family has been to this same woman as well, and she's told them stuff that nobody ever, like, she would have never have known about them and stuff. So it's very strange how they're able to tell you stuff, and it's strange, but we all want to know what's on the other side, don't we? Sonia, sorry, I'm just looking for Sonia's here. Sue said to come up. When my grandpa told me when her brother died in World War II, he appears. Is that the one I think I was reading? Just trying to keep up the chat, guys, here. Helen Cheadle, hi there. Didn't realise you were all chatting tonight. Hi, Irish Eyes, looking good. Thanks, Helen. I got my hair cut today because it was driving me mad. So the barber's was close by, so I went in and I got the... So many people, Hans says, are narrow-minded in spiritual beliefs. That's the thing, you see, Hans. You know, everybody has their own opinion, and you know, it's like me saying I believe in God, and or I believe in Our Lady, you know, and someone says, "Oh, I don't believe in that. It's a load of baloney," or whatever. But you know, it's up to everybody else, because if you disagree or not with them, it just doesn't end well. And you know, everybody to their own, I suppose, and what their beliefs are. And I know I believe in God, and I believe in heaven, and I know we are going to go to heaven. Sorry, Sonia, there were 2 messages you skipped some. Grandma had an appearance of her brother. He told her in World War II to leave. She didn't, and bad stuff happened to her and her family. Wow, that's amazing. I love World War II stuff myself. I done that video there of Sam Kendrick. I don't know if you've seen it. World War II veteran that died at 95 years old. It was a great story. Catty got the ears lowered. I don't know about my ears being lowered. Yeah, Catty, respect everyone's beliefs. Live and let live is right. Sonia says he was dead, shot 2 months prior to this appearance. Strange, isn't it? Very strange. All these stories, like, you know, and it's things that you just you're baffled about them, thinking how, like, I prefer short hair for men. Tricia says, coming from a military family, I guess that's to be expected, yeah. I like World War II stuff, but that's why I don't cut my hair. I don't cut my hair because of that, but my husband and I are in, sorry if I pronounce it wrong, is it Wiccan? Are Wiccans, sorry, pagans. When you see or smell something from a departed loved one, it's real. They don't have to be in a house that you're in. They can always find their loved ones. People, yeah. T Snowman, how you doing? So, Geraldine says, Geraldine's from Limerick. It's a pity we didn't get to meet you, Geraldine, in Limerick. Geraldine Burns, how you doing? But I'm sure we'll be around sometime again. Has anyone ever lived in a haunted house? Doors banging in the middle of the night, pictures flying off the wall. This was a new build house. See, it all depends, you know. There's a lot of buildings there's a lot of buildings and houses being built on sites that nobody knows what was in that site centuries ago. You know, they say, you know, people build houses and places that could be actually bodies or an old graveyard that was there years and years ago, and nobody knows what's under the house or what's there. So it's very strange. I'm just trying to look at the comments, guys, here. Hi Floss, how you doing? Hi Shantibel. Strange stories, you know. Another story, I'll tell you one more story, is my own mother. There was a church in the west of Ireland, and an apparition came on the wall of the church, and it was like the womb with a womb, you know, with Jesus in the womb, and it was like a damp looking patch on a wall. And my mother went down to see this church, and she's very religious and stuff, and she went down to this church, and she looked up at a wall just like the one behind me here, just a plain looking wall, and she said Our Lady just flashed like that, her face. She said just from here. She had a lovely veil, a lovely face, and it wasn't colour, it was black and white, and she appeared to her very, very fast. But I think it was like maybe a month or 2 months later her mother died. So I don't know, was that it's a strange thing, you know. And that's my grandmother. And when when my grandmother was laid out, she had a picture of Our Lady here, and nobody asked the hospital to put that on or anything like that. So I thought that was a very strange one as well. So, you know, everybody has their own beliefs and stuff and stories. And Angela Shaw from Scotland, how are you doing? What part of Scotland are you from? I'd love to go to Edinburgh. But it's good to know, you know, that all these people are stories you hear about people coming back to say hello and stuff. And the story of Houdini, you know, when he said, if I can come back and let you know what's on the other side. You know, that was a very good story as well about Houdini. You're from Cumbernauld. I'm sure. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I'm just looking through the comments. On Shady Man says, on my granny's deathbed, sorry, nobody could stand by her window. There was a force coming in to take her. You hear all different stuff, you know, about the Grim Reaper, and you hit in Ireland here. You have the Banshee. The story about the Banshee. You know, if you hear three knocks on the door, somebody's going to die in your family. If you hear her crying out loud, somebody's going to die in your family as well. And there's all different stories. And if you find a hair comb on the ground and it's broken, it's a bad luck to pick it up as well, you know. Just looking, guys, here, because I don't want to miss people's comments either. Rebecca says, I actually lived in Dearborn in the 60s. Oh, you're talking to Linda. Irish Eyes. So hopefully I'll get this whatchamacallit very soon as well. The community page, because I really need the community page, because it's so hard to connect with people, you know. The Banshee is your sister, Liz. Is that right? Jeez, I hope she's not watching this. So, my granny Marie. Yeah, I was very close to my grandmother, you know. And I still feel she's around me all the time. And we were very, very close, and I was very, very sad when she died as well. And I was young enough when she died, so I was very close to her as well. But in times of need, and you know, when things aren't going right in your life, I always pray to her as well. You know, she's my guardian angel. So, Amy Dial, how are you doing? My day today, is that me, Amy? My day was good today. Yeah, I had a good day today. The sun was shining. It was a bit cold out, but better than yesterday. Yesterday we had the miserable Irish rain. The Greyfriars Churchyard in Edinburgh, Helen. Yeah, but that's where we're thinking of going. Very spooky. I lived in Edinburgh 7 years. We were hoping to go to London first. Try and go to London now. You know, just go to London, do Highgate Cemetery and maybe Nuns Head Cemetery, and then I was looking at how long would it take to go from London to Edinburgh if you want to fly, and I think it was an hour or something like that, or an hour and 20 minutes to fly. I was thinking to myself, I didn't think it was that long to fly from London to Edinburgh, because it's on the same route area, you know, in the same country kind of, really. The Banshee won't be coming near me, T Snowman. I'll tell you that now. He won't come, or she won't come near me. Trisha, my parents died in 2015. They both have come to me in dreams. Yeah, and I was talking about that on runs as well, about the dreams, you know. And you know, you have dreams are very strange. Dreams are definitely connected spiritually to the afterlife and the whole heaven thing and the death and everything. Dreams have a big factor to play in this, because like I don't know about you guys, but did you anyone ever have a dream and you wake up the next day or 2 days later and this dream comes true, or it actually happens, or you dream about somebody and then you get a phone call or you see that person on the street and it's the very first person that you see in your day is that person that you were dreaming about. It's so strange. The dreams are very, very strange. The banshee comes here looking for me. She can have her comb. Just going through these guys here now. The comments are coming in. I'm using the phone the other way. It's supposed to be this way, but now it's this way. I don't know why, because it's just messed up. London to Edinburgh with the new train service is only £30. Wow, that's not bad. Kathy, I hope that you're feeling better because I've been thinking about you as well, and I hope you're feeling better and things are going okay for you. Kathy Myers. We are enjoying your walks with us. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Jan. I'm trying my best. I'm going here and there. Sorry, trying to get a few vlogs in and stuff and get interesting ones done. I want to go to Cork. I think the next place I'm going to go to is Cork. Myself and Serenity Sue, we hope to go to Cork. There's a lot of graves up there, famous graves, crypts, mausoleums, and there's a grave I want to do up there as well. Edward Mulhare, his name is. He was an Irish actor, but he was in the TV series on television called Knight Rider. I don't know if anyone remembers Knight Rider with David Hasselhoff. The old guy that used to be in the truck trailer with Mike or David Hasselhoff, with all the computer stuff and that. He's buried in County Cork. So I used to watch that growing up as a kid as well. You know, I loved Knight Rider and stuff. So I really want to do that one. Thanks, Jay. You're welcome. Anybody that's on here new on the channel, welcome. I can't do it without all you guys, so I appreciate the support and everybody that watches my videos, and any help I get is very much appreciated. And there's lots more videos coming up. Liz said her grandfather had died. I was very young. My grandmother died that night. I had a dream. There was a knock at the door. I opened it and they were both together holding hands. That's lovely, Liz. That's a lovely, lovely story. I love hearing these stories. Knight Rider Greg, yeah, that's the one I want to do. Helen, I want to congratulate you on how quickly and you have got to grips doing this. Your photography is excellent. Thanks, Helen. Shady Man T Snowman is there. Carl, you know, welcome the new members as well, yeah, because you know it's great to I just see the subscribers going up, and the other day I was panicking. I was saying, oh, I have 497 and I need 3 more to get the community page. Then it went up to 500 and 502, and I was kind of going, oh, where's the community page? And the community page wasn't even there, so basically, I think you have to. It says it could take up to a week for the community page to actually activate. So whenever it's activated, guys, I'll be putting up a post straight away to let you know. Dreams are very strange. I had a dream one time as well where I was being followed by these people, and they were dressed up in all this war gear, like metal plates on them. Like I can't think of the name of the army. back in this. I can't think of the army, but it was very strange. But they followed me on horseback, and there was all this fire behind me. And I remember I ran into an old timber house, and I banged the door and locked it, and I opened the door and I said, "What do you want? Where are you from?" And they said, "We are from Arcadia, or Engladia, sorry, wherever Engladia was." So I don't know. So I was Googling Engladia. What does it mean? What does it mean? And I couldn't find much, only, stuff about England or something. So, but it was very, very strange. $500+ is good, Hands. Yeah, that's for sure. Thanks. Visit Laois on your way to Cork. Just beside Castletown is the mother and baby home where the Philomena is based. Philomena's son is buried there. Oh yeah, I love those stories because I'm from Galway in the west of Ireland originally, and we have a place there similar to that as well. It's in Tuam, County Galway. And it was the Tuam scandal, baby scandal, the nuns and stuff like that. But I wouldn't really get into it with you, to be honest, because there was a lot of shady stuff going on there, So I'll have to look that up, though. I will look that up for definite. Floss says, I lived in Missouri and was coming to Illinois to a family get-together on my dad's side. I was doing laundry and noticed something on the floor. It was a photo negative of my mom. Wow. Photographs, dreams, everything like that, connects all these things, and it's so strange that, people come back. People probably can't come back and that are dead and show themselves fully to you, but they'll let you know that they're there, They'll always let you know they're there, like a smell, as I was saying earlier, perfumes, aftershaves, something might fall, a picture might fall, you'd have a picture of one of your family members who have passed, and the picture will just fall down, and you pick it back up again, and it's lit just so that you can look at their picture again, it's just say, hey, here, look, I'm here, recognize that, I'm here. So what has everyone else been up to anyway? This negative had been in a closet at the other end of the house that you couldn't get into, and no one else knew it was there. See, that's strange. That's very strange, but amazing at the same time, all these things. Maureen Maher, how are you doing? Maureen says, I was raised part of my life in a nun's school. Back in the day, things were... There was hard times, in the schools when people were raised in schools by priests and nuns and stuff like that, and the stories behind it, and it's sad, I'm sorry to hear, Tricia, about your aunt. She passed from COVID. She was 98 and not on any meds. Wow, she was a very super age, 98 years old. That was a great age. And Greg, I'm trying to find the vlog I saw the other day to see in fact or false. Found another that was false. Same storyline about plane disappeared. Landed 40 years later. People went in and only skeletons. Jesus. Imagine coming across something like that. Someone actually said to me the other day, it was my sister actually said to me, you should do a grave, she said, of final rest place. It's in Kerry, County Kerry, of Tom Crean. Do you remember Tom Crean? He was the explorer. I think he was in the North Pole. Was it? Maybe I'm wrong. It could be the North Pole or somewhere similar to that. But to go to see his final resting place, Tom Crean. She was telling me a story where they were stranded for, was it 2 or 3 months or more, and they had no food, and they ended up eating their own dogs that they had. The dogs, they used to pull the sleighs, they had to eat the dogs because they were starving with hunger and stuff. So that's another one I'd love to do, is Tom Crane's The Explorer. Or Tom Crane, sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I think it could be Crane or Crane. So I'm going to smoke with this guy, so I hope you don't mind. P.S. Edinburgh, visit Mary King's Close. A street under a street in the Royal Mile. Very interesting. Google it for more. Yeah, I'll look back on this chat now again, Helen, and I'll look that up for sure. If anybody has any, stories about, even here in Ireland, that if you can find something that we can't find and you think it's a good story or you want us to do it, email me. And I think my email address is up on my YouTube page, up the top part where you see Irish Eyes, and the photo where it says subscribe. There's a little kind of an arrow under the information area there. I think my email address is under that if you want to send me anything. And I think someone mentioned last night as well on Ron's video about, I mentioned it I think, but some other girl mentioned it as well, about the film. I love that movie, What Dreams May Come, with Robin Williams in it. Where I think his wife died, or he died, sorry, I think was it in a car crash. And then his wife committed suicide. He was in heaven and his wife committed suicide, and he had to go to hell to try and get her back from hell to bring her up to where he was in heaven. But it's a very sad movie. And the strange thing is, that Robin Williams committed suicide. And when you look at that movie, What Dreams May Come, that he went to get his wife back from hell. And it's so sad the way his life ended and how he made everybody so happy. And everybody was loving his movies and he made everybody laugh, and he was suffering himself through it all. As they say, depression and stuff doesn't have a face, so. I'm still getting over the Crying Mary story. That really moved me. Yeah, it's a very sad story, Jay, Crying Mary. And it's one I wanted to do for a while, and it's not far from me, so I went down one day and I just said, I'm going to do the story because I think it deserves to be done and she deserves to be known. Her name deserves to get out there. And hopefully, because, I have a lot of viewers, I think, from America, so, hopefully somebody in America might see the video of Crying Mary and pick up on it maybe and connect with the story, and one of her family members as well. So, when you have the circle going, people might connect with something, hopefully. Liz, can find graves people died at nun school. I'm still getting over the Crying Mary story. Oh, sorry lads, I'm probably going backwards. Robin was the best. I loved Robin Williams, Tom's daughter. Yeah, it was brilliant. Tricia said, I saw that movie. Robin Williams was battling demons and had just been diagnosed with something so sad. It's very sad. And it's sad that, he was cremated and he doesn't have a resting place that somebody could actually go to visit his final resting place as well. But that was his final wishes, or his family, so you have to respect that as well. He was cremated. Kathy said, since my mum passed, I haven't been able to sleep with my blinds closed. I have to keep them opened a bit with the street light coming through them, as I keep seeing like a shadow figure in my room. Well, that mightn't be something to worry about, Katty. That could be someone actually there watching over you and making sure you're okay. A good presence, in your life. You'll always know the good from the bad. That's what I always say. Hands boring. I know. Went few of them. Thanks for saying that. I have to go, guys. See you all later. Take care. Stay. Thanks, Marie, for coming in. God bless. And if you're on runs later, I'll say hello to you guys. I'll see you on there as well. So it was just a chat for me to come on and let you know what was happening, because I don't think I've done a live now for a while. So I just said I wanted to come on and say hello to everybody and catch up with you until I get this community page going as well, let you know what's happening. Greg, what's that? Greg says, the first video I watched had claim of 80 skeletons, second one which comes up false had 60. That was one was claimed to be flight from Venezuela. I looked that one, it was false. Yeah, some of these stories, are made up and stuff. There's a lot of videos coming up as well, on Facebook about explosions and airplanes flying across the sky and rockets hitting them. These are all fake videos, guys. Don't believe them, because they're all coming. I think they're all off a video game on YouTube or something, and people think they're actually real and they're not. Jesus, Helen would take pity on. Helen says, I beloved Robin. Jesus would take pity on Robin Williams, allowing him to enter heaven and be healed. I think, everybody deserves a chance, even on earth. When you're on earth here, and even when you're alive, everybody deserves a chance. And I think, it says in the Bible that Jesus loves us all and forgives our sins and all that. And I don't know, but I think, I think he would get a second chance, because he made so many people happy on earth, and done a lot for people on earth. So I think he'd be forgiven for what happened in his life, and the way he died. He would understand. Jay is going, thank you all for your videos. I'm off to my bed. Good night, Jay. Thanks for coming in. God bless. Trisha, I'm a new sub and look forward to many more videos. That's for sure, Trisha. There'll be more coming up. I hope you'll enjoy them. There's a few places we have to go. There's lots of things we haven't seen yet. So we'll be surely putting up more videos. There's a lot of people that done the spirit box stuff, and there's a lot the necrophonic of Robin Williams, and you hear his voice on it, but I don't know whether to believe some of them or not. Like, these people can probably just add in a voice to make it sound like him and stuff like that, and so I don't know, these spirit boxes and necrophonic stuff, are they true, legit, or I use the app myself, Necrophonic. I have it on my phone, but I haven't used it in ages now. But I'm hoping to bring it. I might bring it with me actually someday when I'm going someplace that's a bit creepy, or there's a story behind it or something like that, and use it maybe. If that's what you're into, I'll do it, and I'll see, can I get something off it, and see what you think of it. And if you're interested in that, let me know. Was that Robin Williams, Linda? Yes, he was bipolar and dementia, so he couldn't really help it. At least I think he couldn't. The mind is a very strange thing, as to say, there's a fine line to say between sanity and insanity. So it's a very sad situation and thing in life. Mental health is a big problem, and there's not enough of help for people these days with mental health, I don't think. Instead of putting money into these weapons of war, they should be putting money into mental health, clinics for people, you know, to get people better and change people's outlook on life. Hopefully, you know, please God, that people might get better from it, but it's not happening enough, you know. Bye, Helen. You're off, Helen. I'll see you. Thanks very much for coming in. I might see you sometime soon again, please God. T Snowman says you and Sue should do the digital recorder in a burial vault and see if anyone responds. Is that the Panasonic thing? Is it, T Snowman? Do you know it's Panasonic? Is it is it a D60 to call it or something like that? A record device, I think. Maybe I'm wrong with the name. Mental health is such a thing to deal with. Yeah, it is. I've lost a friend of mine. I've lost a few people now through mental health, to be honest with you. And it's sad, you know. And I often wonder myself. It often came into my head, you know, people that died or committed suicide. Friends of mine, I hope they're in heaven. Are they in purgatory? Where are they now? I hope they're not suffering. And the only thing you can do, they say prayers helps people to get from purgatory. Other people don't believe in purgatory, so it's just a big, big topic, you know, and conversation that you could be here for years talking about it. But I hope all these people are at rest and they are happy. And then some people say that, you know, earth is hell, it's hell on earth, so everybody has their own opinion, I suppose. I'll just read these guys. I won't stay on too much longer because I have a few bit of editing to do myself and I want to be on Ron's live then as well and stuff, so I won't keep you much longer on it. Just came on to say hello. Maureen said, my brother-in-law passed a few days ago. Sorry to hear that, Maureen. I hope he rests in peace. Sorry to hear that. Hans, Ukraine is purgatory right now. There's a lot of places in the world I think they are purgatory, Hans, to be honest. You know, you have Africa, you have Ethiopia, and all these people starving with hunger and stuff like that, and you feel sorry for all these people. Do you know these babies in Africa with flies flying around their face and they're hungry and they're crying? Breaks my heart to see that, you know. When you're sitting down having dinner, eating dinner, it breaks my heart just to think how lucky we are in life to have what we have, and these people are just suffering, you know. We think we have problems, but we don't have problems like they do. That's for sure. But other basic brands work too, just a digital recorder and ask questions, wait for a response. Yeah, I'm definitely going to look into that, T Snowman, and see what that's all about. It'll be interesting to see what I get back. If anybody comes back to me telling me to get out or something like that. Helen is going. Bye, Helen. Thanks for coming in. If I hear any negative stuff on it, like get out of here or something like that, I'm going, gone. I don't mind going into these crypts and I don't mind going into the mausoleums and places like that. But, you know, people with cemetery channels, they always get asked a lot of questions like, bye Angela Shaw, thanks for coming in, you're off to bed. I spent my childhood holidays in Dublin. There with my auntie Nancy from Dublin. Dublin is really nice, and the Glasnevin stuff we did. And Mount Jerome was very interesting as well. I really enjoyed Dublin, and I'm definitely going to go back and finish a few there when I get the chance. But people that go to the cemeteries and, you know, they're always asked, you know, are you afraid that someone might follow you? Would you get a bad spirit, a bad connection that might come back to your home and maybe stick with you and you can't get rid of them and stuff? But it's never happened with us, thank God, so far. But What day is the video going to be on? Is that the premiere, Liz, you're talking about, is it? The little clip I showed you last night, the premiere. I'm hoping to do that. Just have to edit some of that. And I'm hoping to have it up for... Because I think Serenity Sue is putting up her premiere, and I think she wants to put it up. Could be Friday night. That's tomorrow night, so I don't want to clash with that. So if that's the case, I'll have mine up probably Saturday or Sunday night for sure. Money rules the world. Money destroys people too, Greg, doesn't it? I probably missed a few comments, lads. Sue would run you down to get out first. Oh, it is, I don't know. I went into the crypt in Dublin and nobody went. There was other people there. I was first to go into it. I just ran into it. Doesn't bother me really that way, but as long as I don't have anything grabbing my leg, I don't mind. That's me away to the chippy. See you while it runs. Get me a nice chicken fillet burger, Karen. Thanks. I love my chicken fillet burgers. Someone told me not to buy a second-hand mirror. Balder Dash. What does that mean, Shady Man? Someone said that in the video the other night as well, about mirrors can hold energy in the mirrors. There's energy or something that can connect to mirrors and stuff. I don't know about that. You know. We can watch both. You two are so good. Thanks, Liz. Depends who's rubbing your leg, I suppose. Depends who's rubbing my leg, yeah. We won't say any more. Sue will probably rub my leg, but sure, we won't complain. Mirrors are portholes. I don't know. Mirrors, you know, people talk about them and stuff. Mirrors are portholes and stuff, and it's a reflection, you know. I suppose it's a reflection, and there's bound to be something involved with reflections, and you know, maybe a spirit could get an energy off a mirror or something like that. I don't know. My dad's parents, Floss says, my dad's parents came to America from County Cork, changed our last name from Tenyek to Smith at Ellis Island. They thought Tenyek would be too hard to spell and pronounce. I probably spelled that wrong as well. Sorry if I did. Tenyek. I'm not sure about the mirrors thing, guys. I don't know what you think of that, but there's definitely connections. Then there's spirits in walls as well. You know, people say that spirits get stuck in walls. You know, noise, stuff like that. Energy comes from walls as well, and in a house and stuff. You can nearly feel the tension of spirits in a house. You know, you could cut it with a knife. Hi, Nadia Brooke. You're not really late, Nadia. Don't worry about it. As long as you're here is the main thing. Don't worry about the second-hand mirrors, guys. The only thing I ever knew about when I was growing up was people here in Ireland, people would say, if you broke a mirror, you get 7 years bad luck. So I don't know whether that's true or not. And I've broken a couple of mirrors in my time. Broken a couple of them, so... Well, it's not nice to look in a mirror in the morning time, is it? That's what I always say. Don't put it in the closet, Liz. Take it out. Brush your hair. Don't mind these guys. They're only having you on. I believe, Serenity Sue says, I believe in the stone tape theory. Never heard of it, to be honest. I looked into an antique mirror at a historical hotel, but someone else's eyes were looking back at me. Jesus, that sounds scary. Rebecca. There's another place, a hotel in America. I seen a video of it on YouTube, and I can't remember. But if I find it, I'll let you know. It's a story, something got to do with is it Marilyn Monroe or something? If you look into this big, it's up at the top of the stairs in a hotel, and if you look at this mirror, you're supposed to see Marilyn Monroe's face, I think, or something like that. If you look into this mirror, I've seen it before, a video about it. I don't know if any of you have heard of that. I'm on here an hour, guys, already, I think, or over an hour. So I won't stay. I'll be going now soon. Hans says scary unless it's Ryan Gosling. Someone has a... You like Ryan Gosling, do you, Hans? Yeah, what stone type? I've never heard of it. Serenity Sue mentioned it there. Never heard of it. She never said anything to me about that before. She keeps all these things for herself, you see. She never tells me anything. Yes, Catty, so the residual, is it? Residual energy will stay in the buildings. Have you ever seen ghosts? Has anyone? I don't know, I don't think I've seen a ghost, but I've seen, only that time I said I seen a woman dressed in white from the waist down. That's all I ever seen. Yes, stone tape theory is really great bit of a recorder due to the raw material are the same as cassettes or CDs. I am Maureen Marr, yeah. I'm doing editing at the moment. There's a few videos that I have to still put up. I want to put up the air disaster here in Wexford, the Aer Lingus crash as well. I have to visit the monument for the remains of the people that died in the airplane crash. The final resting place are the remains that are there as well. I have to go to these places to finish the video, so hopefully I'll have all these up very soon. I'd love to go to what you call it actually, is it San Francisco, the Alcatraz prison? I'd say there's a lot of spirit energy in there that has to be. Al Capone, all that has to be brought up in connection with that place, because there has to be something there. Hi Jade Shepherd, I'm fine, thanks. The fabric in buildings, materials, and the human energy activate the recorder, but nobody can figure it all out but close. There's a lot of stuff going on that people haven't. And you know, I used to watch what you call him there as well, and Serenity Sue watches him as well. Paranormal guy, I can't think of his name. Maybe Sue knows his name. Zach Baggins, is it? Zach Baggins. He was doing a video one night, Zach Baggins, and he was on about one of these boxes, the spirit box, where there's supposed to be a bad spirit trapped inside in this box. And you're not supposed to open the box or you release the bad spirit from the box and all that. So that was interesting to see as well. What time of night is it, guys? Will I just check and see what time it is? It's 10:05 here at night. So Ron's is on, I think, in another hour, less than an hour. So guys, I'm going to let you go. And thanks very much for coming in for the chat. Well, over an hour. But thanks for coming in. God bless you all. Thanks for watching the videos. I hope you'll keep watching, and I'll have more coming up soon. And thanks for the support. and everything else. And God bless, take care, stay safe, everybody. And I'll talk to you all probably later when Ron is on. God bless and take care, everyone, okay? Slán a bhaile, as they say in Ireland. Bye, Kathy, Linda, bye, everyone. Cheers.